to this moment. So with that being said, Knicks in 5. Why am I so confident? I want to say it's sweet, to be honest with you. But I get Indiana one game. I'm sorry, but I'm confident. It's just a spray confidence, and I'm just confident that we're gonna win in 5. I should say sweet. I really should say sweet.
Say it with your chest. Come on.
5.
Everything comes full.
This is too strong. It's happening, Knicks fans. It's happening. It's been 53 years. But for this moment, it was well worth the wait. A playoff run that'll go down in history, and a team that will live forever. Next stop, the Canyon of Heroes. The New York Knicks are NBA champions.
You know, no better way to start off tonight's show
You got tear in his eye.
than to start off with the New York Knickerbockers are the NBA World Champions. Welcome in to Get Off the Damn Fist. I'm your host, Larry Caution. Joined as I am each and every week by Calvin Thomas and our resident New York Knicks fan, Justin B.A. Barber Harris. Congratulations, brother.
Got a tear in
Congratulations.
his eye.
The floor is yours, Justin. You get the opening statement tonight.
You know, all I can remember was that goddamn shot from Halliburton that bounced 20 feet in the air and Kane got right back down. But no, it was a fantastic series. Big Body Brunson showed up 45 and his team scored 49. He imposed his will, and San Antonio ain't had nothing coming from it. So it is what it is when it comes to that. New York Knicks, they finally did it. I just told you guys that all of New York is pulling for. They was pulling for the Knicks, even people from Brooklyn. They don't care about the Nets. So this brought all of New York together, and I'm just an outsider when it comes to that. But as a Knicks fan, we went from always a bridesmaid and never the bride when it comes to superstars. LeBron, KD, you name them. They were somewhat. They were supposed to come here, and they looked down on us and all these other things. Even when we first started this particular regime, now you know they had R.J. Bird and Cam Reddish, and he was like, oh well, we about to get Zion. They gonna do the Duke thing, and they said no. Leon Rose and West said we want to just try hand at this guy that's in Dallas. No one really knows about him. Dallas said, hey, go ahead and get your money elsewhere. They just pretty much threw him out. And he turned out to be a top 5 player in the NBA, Finals MVP, multiple champion, just his illustrious career from high school, a champion, 2 times champion in college, and now he's an NBA champion. We won the NBA Cup this year. We clean swept it. So it's just it feels good to be in company. Some of you guys are already 5-time champions and all this stuff. You lived it, and it's you go through it and stuff. But for someone like myself,
I agree.
Loves basketball as much as I do.
You deserve this.
I've never got to this point. I've never got to this point, and we can go against San Antonio for the next 5 years, and San Antonio can win the next 5 times. It doesn't matter. We got it. So thank you for that.
I'm very happy for you, man.
You almost got
Hey, man, you deserved it. I was very happy for you, and I'm a Spurs fan. Everybody know that from way back. But this particular team, a little too early, so I didn't wrap my arms around them. So for me, it didn't hurt this loss or nothing like that. I was actually pulling for the Knicks quietly. Couldn't say it out loud, but you know what I mean? I liked it. That was a good satisfying into the finals. And we're going to get into that very much in depth in a minute. But we must start this show. Of course, we had to start it with the Knicks because that's the most important thing. But this is our 2-year anniversary. That's right, folks. For the last 2 years, we've been coming to you every Wednesday night, sometimes on Thursday. But we've been coming with Get Off the Damn Fence. And we thank you all for being with us for 2 years straight. Get Off the Damn Fence is here, and we thank you. We appreciate you tuning in every Wednesday or Thursday night. StreamYard, YouTube, Facebook Live. Y'all have been here. We've seen the comments. Y'all been in the comment section, and we appreciate you. Football season, basketball season. And like I said last week, this has been the best basketball season I can recall, and I think our coverage has been top notch. I mean, we've been consistent. You know, in years past, football is kind of dominated, but it's great when basketball can hold its own. And we truly appreciate each and every one of you who have made our show number one. You know what I mean? Because we the best, man. We the best. Calvin, your thoughts? 2-year anniversary.
I thought y'all would get tired of being wrong at this point, but you know, I'm it's a pleasure. Well, I didn't even shout out the Knicks. Let me shout out the Knicks and shout out Justin. That was a great performance. Love to see it. Energy in the city was amazing. I'm excited to see what y'all do for the parades. I'm gonna see if the Statue of Liberty go floating down. What is that, Broad Street? That's where the parade route.
I forgot. So. It's time for the change to come off the Statue of Liberty.
Got you. You know, as a Laker fan, I've never waited 53 years, so I don't know what y'all went through. But you know,
keep it subtle.
I gotta be real, but yeah, definitely happy for y'all. But man, 2 years is a long time to do anything, and just to be on the platform where you guys talk sports, talk life, talk everything. You know, just you know, it's a pleasure, and I'm looking forward to the next 2 years, and y'all continuously being wrong about y'all takes, and me continuing to educate you guys week in, week out. Wednesday in, Wednesday out, Thursday, Friday, every day of the week.
You always got to take it too far, don't he? Justin, on the 2-year anniversary, you know, we've been doing other shows longer, but for this particular show, Get Off the Damn Fence 2 years straight. That's a good thing.
You know, just first and foremost, commitment, right? It does show that. You know, it just coming through every Wednesday, sometimes Thursday. It's just this. It's commitment means everything. So, you know, y'all two been rocking out with me and vice versa. And, you know, just the time the episodes start to pile up and things like that. And we got reference points and we said it first for a lot of different things. So it's just a culmination of things. So to have the second anniversary, pretty much within a week of my birthday,
and the Knicks.
the Extendo will be the Knicks on top of all that thing. So, you know, we need some champagne. We need the bubbly, popping around. So somebody get that ready, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So let's get into it. So as far as the series itself, again, congratulations to the Knicks. But let's talk nuts and bolts here. Look, Jalen Brunson was absolutely sensational, man. You got to tip your hat to JB. He came through. Calvin, last week on the show, you said he needed one. He still needed one of those performances. I disagree. He pulled it out.
He had it. Yeah.
He had it. He did it. I think there's better ways to win basketball games, but
I'm quite sure
no matter what it took. Exactly. I'm sure the cards didn't say Cat going to score 4 points and OG 2 points. OG going to score 6 or 7. You know what I mean? Like you would hope it would spread out a little bit. But at the end of the day, when the lights were bright on the road in San Antonio, and the moment called for it, the smallest man on the court came through and he delivered time at the time. Let's start there, Justin. Your thoughts on Jalen Brunson as the NBA Finals MVP?
You know, it's much deservingly so. Let's call that what it is. He's just business personified, professionalism at his highest peak. You know, very humble. He's really a superstar that's just cruising to be a superstar. There's been talk about, if first, I think Calvin even posted it, Allen Iverson versus Jalen Brunson. Like he's like the real. He's what you wanted Allen Iverson to be. That's not the route that I'm going. But take this comparison. Like if there was a Tim Duncan in an Allen Iverson type of formation, it's Jalen Brunson. That's where he's at when it comes to guards. Like he reminds me so much of a Tim Duncan. Just in a shorter form.
Just about his business. Yeah.
And he just gets the job done. He about his people, he about his team. And now the comparisons, they starting to put him on that top 5 pedestal with other players in the league and things like that. The only thing that's different about him is the fact that he took less money to get to this point where he had to make his boys get paid, and they got paid and everything. So this is a total team effort, and it was just led by Brunson, and it's getting to the point where his superpower is just that he's never out of a game. And that's just what it is, and it's just a tremendous feat to see. All praises are due his way, and he's just a phenomenal player. And everything that he did in his past, I said it in the opening, is starting to catch up with as though this man is just a winner. And that's all you can say. You cannot say that he's a loser. He's a winner for sure. And Finals MVP. But you see who's holding that goddamn trophy. Cat was on a lot of interviews this past week. God damn it, Cat. I love you, Cat, but God damn it, but that's just JB, man. The character of Jalen Brunson, and I'm gonna wrap it up by saying this. The character of Jalen Brunson is they had, how you throw out the opening pitch for baseball games and stuff like that. He brought Josh Hart out with him. They both did it. Like it's never solo for him. It's always my guy, my team, my boys, my crew, and they all kind of fit that type of work ethic, I guess that you could say, that humbleness as a team. And it's just a wonderful sight to see.
That's what's up. Calvin, your thoughts?
I agree with everything you said, and from the Cat perspective, I think that's more his fiance in that bag, that lucky bag that they know that she carried.
She's making her own press tours about that goddamn bag, by the way.
Yeah, the one that she carried 4 out of 5 games, and they won those 4 games. She had the bag. But just going back to Brunson, I agree with everything you said, Justin. And the only thing I'll add, just you talk about him being in Tim Duncan's body, or him being Tim Duncan personified. He shot 49% from the field this year, regular season and postseason, as a guard. He made 1 out of every 2 shots he took as a guard in this league, as the smallest, in most cases, the smallest guy on the court. And he made 1 out of every 2 shots on the court. That just tells you that mentality that I gotta get to the basket, I get to my spot, and when I get to my spot, I'm gonna get this bucket, and I'm gonna get to my spot regularly when my guys need it. And that's just his attitude, and just him doing these interviews kind of like he expected to go this way, and no one else believed it, and just him not being arrogant about it, but just having him saying, "I told you so," and then I told you this was going to happen 2 years ago. I told you I'm going to bring the Larry O'Brien Trophy to. I forgot what late night talk show it was, but just him having that confidence and not arrogance, that confidence in New York, like just to do that in New York as well. On top of that, a city that was starving for a title. A city that's had a generation of people that never saw an NBA title. So props to him, man. That's all.
Yeah, man.
Props to him.
And it's very rootable. I will say that. It's something you can. I will always be a Spurs guy because of the humility that came with the team. This reminds me of that team. You know what I mean? Like, this reminds me of that demeanor. And yeah, you can hate it off of because if you're a Celtics fan or you're a Pacers fan or, just local rivalry or, division or conference, stuff like that. But if you're just a fan of basketball and you look at this team and you're like, what really is there to hate? You wish Cat was a little more aggressive. You wish, certain things like that, but nothing hate-worthy. And then let's look at it. We were all critical. Justin, be honest, we were all shaky on how long it took for them to get a coach in the offseason. Yeah. And the people who turned down the job or didn't take the interviews and yickety, at the end of the day, they went out and got Mike Brown, who is a proven champion, howbeit as an assistant coach. But he had the experience with LeBron in Cleveland. He had the experience in Golden State. He made a run in Sacramento where he made that team a contender.
Man, Kobe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100% LA. So
Mm.
that level of experience, he just never got over the hump. To get this team over the hump, on paper, you're thinking, he's never done it before. Will he be able to do it? This is probably the greatest run I can recall for a team like that was almost there and they needed something else to take them over the top. They didn't make any drastic moves in the offseason that I can think of that was like, that's what did it. Other than they added a head coach.
Yeah.
So
Completely agree.
give him his credit, man. I mean,
Completely agree.
I'll be the first to admit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was not happy of them firing Tom Thibodeau, but clearly that needed to happen for this to happen here. And I'm a man enough to admit it.
So you know what's even crazy? Two of the guys that they had above or they wanted to hire before Mike Brown, Jason Kidd and Billy Donovan, got fired this year or quit their jobs, whatever. Yeah. So it just shows you there's a great match.
On Mike Brown.
Yeah, I had to be the first one to amongst us to I guess ride the bandwagon. Yeah, let's go Mike Brown. You know, and was I shaky? 100%. 100%. But I knew that he had to do one job, and that's find a way to alleviate the pressure through the regular season, and not make it a grind. And that's what Thibodeau did. And we look at this team, and I'm like, Jose Alvarado played. Jose would not have seen the court if this was Thibodeau. Landry Shamet had a hot streak. Of course, Mitchell Robinson came off the bench.
Jordan
Clarkson came out with 10 points in the game. In that when Cat had foul trouble, I mean, we went with Ariel Hakordi, which is the third center. And then we went with Jeremy Shohan, which was the fourth center/forward, like forward/center. So he called on people, and they actually performed to their best ability, and they played, and they will play, and they will run through a wall for Mike Brown. And it just goes to show you, and just to wrap the Mike Brown situation up, we remember why he got fired from Sacramento. Because he called out De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox got his ass up out of there. How ironic.
Very ironic.
It comes full circle. The person that you looked at him and said, you costing my job in Sacramento, now I might have cost you millions upon millions of dollars moving forward as I made you look foolish as I win a championship to solidify Mike Brown. So that's his own personal story that he will never say, but damn it, I'll say it for you. I will say it for you.
That's a great point. It's a great point. And you do have to really tip your hat to Leon Rose, World Wide West. Those guys put this team together with the idea that, hey, we got a collection of talent. We're going to do this. And this is another good point. We all talked about JB can't be that play that hero ball, that Brunson ball, that taking over. But at the end of the day, he was able to preserve himself throughout parts of these playoffs where when it was time in that game 5,
he was fresh.
And he was accurate and he was ready. He didn't die out like we've seen him do in years past. He had his legs, and when Cat didn't have it going, OG didn't have it going, he said, give me the ball, get out the way, I got this. And
that hero ball thing, it showed up the day they lost. Like he was just isolating possessions. What he changed was, and you hear it all the time from Kobe, from Mike, and all those others. We done seen it multiple times. I'm going to give the ball up first. If it gets back to me, I'm going to score.
Hey, you had your check.
And that's what happened. He still passed the ball to Cat. Other people touched the ball, like you said, they just didn't have it going. So they found a way to find him again. It's over after I get this ball a second time. And you cannot get mad at that because it was needed. That game 3, he ain't let nobody touch the ball in some possessions. That's what we didn't need. So he still played within the offense, and he just did a phenomenal job to close out once again.
Agree. But let's swing this thing to the other side because we're gonna have plenty of time to talk about
them goddamn Spurs.
We got plenty of time to talk about the Knicks and all the great things, the parades, all that yickety. But let's get to this other side. And look, as I said weeks ago, I thought that the favorable matchup for the Knicks was going to be the Spurs. And this was the exact reason why I said it. They do not have a prime time guy at the end of the day, they have a collection of great talent, but they don't have no Jalen Brunson. They don't have no Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. They don't have a Anthony Edwards or a guy that Luka Doncic, somebody that at the end of the day, he's going to get the ball. He's proven that he can get the job done once he get it. Wemby has not developed enough for me to feel like, I'm scared of him over the course of a 7-game series. Now, they beat OKC, but we have to admit OKC wasn't at full strength. Had OKC had Jalen Williams, had they had AJ, what's his name? AJ Mitchell. Had they been at that, it went 7 without those guys. So again, the inexperience of Castle, inexperience of these guys that, and De'Aaron Fox has never been there. We talk about he's a great player, but he's never been deep in the playoffs. This was probably his first deep playoff run of his career, and it showed. And he was just coming up empty left and right. I know last week we didn't want to blame him for that, trying to lay the ball up instead of running the clock out and blaming everything on him. But in Game 5, brick after brick after brick after brick, and they drawing up plays for him at the timeouts. And it's like, bruh, like at the end of the day, when De'Aaron Fox is your go-to scorer, who has never proved anything at a high level in the playoffs, and Wemby is shying away from the basketball, missing free throws, not being aggressive. The man had, 9 points at half. He finished with 18, 19 maybe. Like, come on. In a closeout game on your court, I need more, big fella. I'm sorry. And he was missing clear, easy baskets. And then jacking up threes again. The Achilles heel. I get it. He's a shooter. Shoot. But when you're that man and you're that size, you have to mix your game up. He was automatic from the mid-range, but he refuses to get down in the mid-range at the free throw line, 15 feet, and go to work. Like, that jumper is going to be there all the time. Tim Duncan lived off that bank shot off the right side, off the left side, because he developed it over time. But be honest with you, Tim had that in 99. Tim had that in 2000. Yeah. No, like that. That's part of your repertoire. And I think if Wemby wants to get to that next level, he has to add a little bit more body weight, be more physical, because Mitchell Robinson dominated him. Let's call it what it is. It wasn't cat. Mitchell Robinson gave him some fits in that Game 5, and he really got in his head. After he did that little hit your head thing, Wemby died. Like, it was not like what's going on. Anyway, I said a lot, but I'm gonna let you go, Calvin, and then we get to Justin cleaned up.
Yeah, I mean, we agreed San Antonio was the best matchup for the Knicks, but I just thought it was from they had the perimeter defenders, they had Hart, they had Bridges, they had OG that could stifle those guards, and it was really just Wemby that could get the easiest shots. But going back to San Antonio, if you're Coach Johnson, there has to be a point where you say, look, I got to play Harper. I understand De'Aaron Fox is the max guy. We paid him last offseason, but Harper's playing better. We saw Harper dominate the Western Conference Finals with no Fox that first couple games. Why couldn't he and we understand his frustration from a point where I believe it was either Keldon Johnson or Stephon Castle basically mentioned how he was frustrated by the lack of playing time, especially when Fox came back. If Fox is not playing well, you gotta go with the rookie who's shown you that he can perform in these situations.
Well, to be fair, they had him out there at the same time a lot, and I think.
But I don't even. But you're still running in those cases. They were still primarily running offense through Fox.
That's my point. You had him on the court, but the running
didn't get the shot. Yeah,
he's not. He
doesn't play off the. He doesn't play off the ball well, and we knew he was limited with the high ankle sprain, and he wasn't 100%. But you're still running offense as though he can lead that offense. So I think it was coaching as well, but he didn't put his players in position to win ball games. You had a big lead, double digits, 20 points in 3 out of 5 games, and you only closed out one of them. We have to talk about coaching as well. How Coach Johnson dropped the ball in numerous spots during his playoffs, during the finals specifically.
I agree with that. The only thing I'll disagree with is in that closeout game, they did let Harper run.
Harper was playing.
He missed a lot of shots. He
did.
He missed a lot of shots down the stretch.
His rookiness showed up.
Yeah, but I guess I would rather the shots that he missed, I felt like most of them were at the basket. He was frustrated by not getting calls. I would have let him miss those shots at the basket than having Fox miss threes.
I agree
brick
with
after
that.
brick after brick. That's all I'm saying.
But that's their lack of a power forward. They was running 3-4 guards out there,
and that's why the guard play really helped them, or the guard play really hurt them, but it helped the Knicks.
So I guess the thing with Mitch is one. I think they should keep him. I don't think.
I'm not saying. I don't think no one said he should get fired.
I mean, let because he has a way with that team, and the team did respond to him. The thing about Harper is, and I tried to kind of push the issue last show, is you don't want him to be in a position where he messes up, and then it messes with his psyche as a rookie. So this was his closeout game in which as in they got closed out.
He was the leading scorer.
He was the leading scorer, correct, but he didn't. That's like you said, he was missing some shots, missed the layup and things like that. Do you want that in game one? And then he never. You got to see how he responds, and you don't know what you don't know. So I'm not mad at the Fox situation. I just think that Fox should have made better decisions with the basketball than what he was doing. He was still trying to play his game, and then his game is not the San Antonio way. So I think Fox needed to have better choices with what he was doing versus, I got through this open shot. Let me just let's see what else we can do. Let's see if I can drive a little bit more and then see what happens. See if Champagne or Vassell was actually had a pretty decent.
It was hot the whole series.
You know what I'm saying? Like let's do that. So I think some things need to be tweaked when it comes to that, but it's really about Wemby. Let's just call it what it is. Fox can take the blame, and he will be the one to take the shot for the whole team because there's always somebody. Somebody got to take the blame for it. So it will be Fox, but it's Wemby. And the thing is, Larry, you kind of mentioned it, and you're right. He does not want to be the inside guy. He just doesn't
want to be a big man.
You don't think people was telling him to be a big since he was like taller than everybody since like the second grade? You know what I mean? Like he just doesn't no. So we have to think for him in a sense, saying if you don't want that, then what do you want to do? So I would 100% bet that he's going to work on his stamina. So he will. I don't think that's going to be too much of an issue. But his favorite player is probably Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Can somebody tell me what Kevin Durant's go-to move was? The outside elbow jumper, that elbow jump shot.
Because he can shoot over anybody.
He would shoot over anybody. So he did the mid-range. I'm like,
develop the Dirk. I mean, do something.
Do the Dirk thing. Or to me, I was like, yo, LaMarcus Aldridge. Like that turnaround was so beautiful. You know what I mean? Like no one could block it in a sense. So it's like you have to humble yourself, and you're not going to. He's thinking that he's as fluid as KD is with the basketball. He's not. He's not. And he has to have a talk with himself. He needed to talk to those monks. He needed to talk to Buddha. Whoever else.
I was about to bring the monks up, man.
The nuns. He better have a conversation with all of them.
He don't
talk
need
to
no
Kareem. Go talk to Kareem, get a hook shot.
He didn't go talk to somebody angry.
Like if you dream of handling the basketball, the last thing you want to do is throw a goddamn hook shot. So he has to humble himself a little bit to say KD went inside with the elbow jump shot. I should probably do the same thing because I can get that shot.
Early on I was saying he don't dunk enough. I'm not even saying he needs to dunk all the time. I'm saying he needs to add a mid-range jumper.
He has to have a mid-range.
It is like that. It is automatic. Like, what are they going to do with you? Yeah. Like, come on, man. And at the end of the day, here's the thing. Again, we talked about this slightly last week. Them having a lack of a power forward with a center who wants to be a power forward or a small forward. I don't know what he want to be, like a stretch forward. Like, that is a problem. So maybe the answer, and I heard on Gil's Arena the other day, they brought this up. Maybe they do need to go get a center. Maybe they do need to go make a play for somebody big who can play that true center position. Because right now you got Luke Cornett coming off the bench. Wemby out there with no power forward. Do you go get a power forward when you got a guy who doesn't really want to play center? Or do you go get a center and move Wemby to power forward? We said this about Tim his whole career. A lot of people thought Tim should have been a center. But Tim played
Played
power forward, the
Yeah.
greatest power
Yeah.
forward of all time. He was 7 foot plus or whatever, who could technically be a center, but
Yeah.
he didn't. He had a power forward type game because he had the jumper. He could stretch you out 15 to 17 feet. He could go inside out. Maybe that's where women need to start living at. And if you get a true center who can play down there, then that takes that responsibility off of him. And I think that's something that might be worthwhile looking into. Here's another thing. De'Aaron Fox is a good point guard. I'm not taking nothing away from him. But a Chris Paul set
Oh
you
my
up
God.
where you need to
took
be.
that away right away from me. Oh, that was
That's
on
what
my
you about to
point. Go
say?
ahead, finish
Oh,
up. Finish
When
up,
you're too
finish up.
late, yeah.
A Chris
Yeah.
Paul set you up like in specific spots. De'Aaron Fox is not doing that. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
they need a floor general.
Yep.
Castle is not a floor general. Harper is not a floor general. Like they need a floor general. Go ahead.
I think the floor general thing is almost outdated in a sense, right? It's almost retired. But the thing is, they had Chris Paul on the roster, like he was there, and they let him go because they had a Fox, and I guess they thought more of Fox. So this is what I would do. I would honestly shop around De'Aaron Fox to see what I can get. You know, and I would think like Detroit, like you know, the dude like an Isaiah Stewart or something like that.
No.
You know, no, let him be a counterpart. We're not necessarily, we don't care about labels. We don't care about center / power forward. I need somebody to shoot the ball. I need somebody to go on the inside. I need y'all to work off each other, and I need like some rebounds between y'all two. That's how you look at that situation. But I go back to Chris Paul is because I would honestly talk to Chris Paul in the offseason and say, do you want to come back? Because I got two guys that can need that need your assistance in a sense. I think Steph Castle should be the point guard. He doesn't. He's not the best shooter. He's not the best scorer, but he can do it at points. So I think he should set people up. Dylan Harper is a goddamn man on a mission.
Like a tweener, yeah.
He's a two, man.
He's a two. He's not a tweener. Just
think
because
he's
he
a
passed the ball to open people does not mean you're a tweener.
He do not pass.
Scorer.
He's a slasher, like a Russell Westbrook.
Yes, he's a slasher.
But without the passing.
That's a terrible comparison.
Without the passing,
like that. Like, no, let him do that. Let Castle be the point. And then you work from there, but let them work and develop in the offseason. That's why I said they should bring back Chris Paul and let him work with them, and they will have one of the better backcourts in the entire league. But no, that's why the Chris Paul thing. That's what made me think about that. Like
it's still a mentality though, and Wemby's mentality has to change. It can't be.
Yes, of course.
I'm just satisfied to be getting these couple numbers here and there. I need to dominate, and maybe you need to sit down with Shaq and just say, "Hey, big fella, download." Like you went to the wrong guy, maybe, because I know you talked to KG. KG play like him a little bit to me.
Yeah,
so KG wasn't no dominant scorer.
He won't go to Shaq. He doesn't want to play like Shaq.
He don't want to play like Shaq. Yeah,
that's the problem.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like he looks at Shaq as like yo, that's so primitive. You just back your point
like you
down.
Said, outdated. Like you said, outdated.
Well, good luck.
But so even from the Fox perspective, I don't know how you can trade him at arguably his lowest point, the lowest point of his career,
because he's still a decent point guard, and
that's true. But I feel like you have to give up more than you're going to get back, and if you're looking for a center, or even if you're just looking for cap space because you can sign someone, I think that's hard to do without him proving that he can play better.
They're on the second apron, right? Like so,
I don't know. I think that he's the only one they're paying. He's the only one they're paying. Yeah,
it's just money come next year.
It starts next year.
Yeah, cap-wise, they're good,
but they're not paying everyone else on the rookie contract except maybe Harrison Barnes. I think, and he may be a free agent.
I would shop around. I think there's some guys out there.
You don't think Houston wants a De'Aaron Fox?
I think they need a.
What are you getting in return though? Because you got to make the money work.
Right. Well, you can add, expiring contracts and things like that. Like,
what about Orlando? What about Orlando? See,
Orlando need a point guard.
Yeah.
You could do Wagner and like Suggs, but I mean Suggs is another guard. You could probably do something like that.
Won't you get the money to match up on the minimum side? and maybe add a pick or something. Like they don't San Antonio, it's like subtraction by like they don't addition by subtraction. They don't need anything
correct
other than a backup big. That's all they need.
With San Antonio, I think since they're under the cap, they could bring the money doesn't have to match 100% because they're under even the first apron. So that's another benefit of theirs. I mean, they could also get in this Giannis sweepstakes, not Giannis per se, but the Giannis to Boston, and then Jalen.
They can help facilitate a trade.
Yeah, you can help facilitate it, and you can help the salary
dish off people and then get access back, and not even get Giannis back.
I'm talking about, but you're giving up Fox, and you're getting that cap space, and you're taking on less money, maybe even a second or late first round pick. That's something they could do as well.
Yeah. Well, you brought up Giannis, but there's been a lot of discussion I've been hearing about. Where I'm going with this. People saying Knicks won the championship, but there's been 8 straight years since there's been a new champion in the NBA. 8 straight seasons. I don't recall this ever happening. Like I don't think it's in my lifetime.
It hasn't.
This
is the first.
It's the longest stretch of new champions. Yeah.
I don't remember 7 years to be honest with you, but
I don't think it's been more than 5 if you go back.
Yeah,
to
like I'm like, so nobody's dominant. So that led to the fool Vinny on ESPN saying the NBA title is becoming the participation trophy.
Oh yeah,
who the hell said that?
I saw the clip. Like, I didn't see the whole participation trophy.
What are we talking about?
I saw that.
Everybody got one now. Giannis got one. Joker got one. JB got one. Boston got one. I mean, how special is it if everybody?
It was really a dig at Brunson. That's what it sounded like from the clip. I didn't watch the whole conversation.
It sounded like a dig at New York because we won it now as a participation trophy. Wait a second, it's still a prestigious thing to be the best of the goddamn of that year.
But it has been getting handed around a lot. But a lot of people saying if they want to come back and do this again, can they do that playing the way they played this year? Can they get that minimal production out of Cat and still dominate? Can they really win a championship if they go get Giannis? Can they get rid of Cat, bring in Giannis, and keep this thing going? What's your thoughts?
No. Let's call it what it is. I'm gonna say no, and then I'm gonna follow Dolan and shut down all Giannis talks because honestly, until Wemby shows me different, I think we had one of the. I mean, let's not forget, Cat did go 50, 40, 90 in this series. Like as a big, he shot over 50%. He shot over 40% from the 3, and he shot over 90% from the free throw line. From the free throw. So, like to me, he is the difference maker on a regular day when it comes to having someone like Wemby on your team. Like that's all I'm saying is I have to go against Wemby eventually. That's going to happen again. Who in the NBA is good enough to say I have to get Wemby outside of the paint and keep him out of the paint? Giannis brings him right back in the middle of the paint. he brings him right there. He's going to dribble, drive straight into Wemby, and he's not going to move. So then now he's in the middle, and everyone else is trying to move, I don't want Giannis. We don't need Giannis. Do we need other pieces? I'm not knocking that. But we did go through the whole Eastern Conference pretty easily. Like we did get 2 sweeps under our belt. Like these are things that happen. We have the record for the most points margin, the point spread ever. Like that did happen. I'm not saying it's gonna be just as easy next year. All I'm saying is that to move Cat and then maybe another pieces or 2. You already know what I say. If OG on the table, then we need to flip the table because we're not getting rid of OG. So it's like you gonna give a Josh Hart? You gonna give a Bridges? You think Jalen's gonna let you give up Josh Hart and Bridges? No. So what do we? There's nothing to talk about. We're gonna have to ride this team, however it looks. We want to ride it until the wheels falls off. That's just what it is.
I completely agree. I would say if Giannis was on this team instead of Cat, it would have been a harder series to win because at least Cat can stretch the floor and hit the three consistent, like you said, 50, 40, 90 in this series. That pulled Wemby away. They had to change their defense because Wemby was getting pulled away by Cat so much. That may not happen with Giannis. I'm not saying they don't win, but the series goes more than 5 games. And when they maybe still be playing basketball to this day. If I'm the Knicks and you want to repeat, I don't think you can keep the same team, obviously. I see what I can get from Mikal Bridges. I'm not saying I trade him. I see what I can get for him and his salary. Can I get multiple pieces? Can I get another 3-and-D wing? Maybe I get someone off the bench just to see what I can get from him. Maybe that's something that they want in Houston, and I can get not the Saul Thompson, but the other young guy. Maybe like that's the move that I try to make. I think that's the big swing because you still have OG, you still have Josh Hart, you still have Brunson, you still have Cat. But that's the move I try to make to improve this team. I'm not sure if you can get what you're looking for, but that's what I'll do if I'm New York and I'm trying to repeat.
Yeah, I hear y'all. But Cat was in foul trouble most of the series. Let's call it what. Now, game 1 and 2, he had an aggressive,
That's the Wemby effect.
Of course, it's the Wemby effect. But do we foresee that Wemby might not be here again? Do we think OKC might not be here in the future? Do we think that other teams are not going to retool to try to get back? Let's not act like Boston was at 100%. We don't know what they're going to look like next year. Indiana was down. We know what happened in Philly. We know, like, there were different things that happened that lined up that New York was able to make this run. Atlanta gave them a little push in that first round, and then they turned it on 100%, not taking nothing away from their title run. But again, if the Thunder come back at full strength, is this Knicks team beating the Oklahoma City Thunder as currently constructed? I don't know. If the Thunder's at a full strength and the Knicks at full strength, it would be a good chance. I'm just saying, no team has repeated in the last 8 years. There's going to have to be some changes. I'm not saying Giannis is the answer to all it, because Giannis's health has been an issue. And I think a lot of that, people have not been bringing that up. Giannis has been hurt a lot. So he need to worry about staying on the court. But at the same time, you do have to evaluate your roster and say, would this have worked against other teams? Now, are you saying Cat played poorly because of the Wemby effect on the other end? Okay, I hear you. But again, if this Spurs team is what this Spurs team is going to be, if you think they're coming back with the same way they're looking, with the same lack of experience, or they're going to come back stronger, I think you need to make some moves. That's just my opinion on that. We'll see. Not taking anything away from the Knicks. Congratulations to them. A great run. They are the NBA champions, and we'll continue to talk about this throughout the summer. But let's keep it moving because we do have another exercise that we have to going to take some time tonight on. And as our 2-year anniversary rolls on, the last couple of weeks we have been putting together the NBA best 5 for each team. So I coined it. Gave it a little name, and we're gonna try something different this week. So, fellas, y'all get y'all stuff together. We're gonna seed these teams because we put the teams together last week. We're gonna do a little bit of review, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually go through each team, and we're gonna seed them. Are they a 1 seed? Are they a 7 seed? Are they a 5 seed? What are we gonna do? And I just want our opinion. We're gonna toss it around a little bit, have a little bit of discussion on it. Where would we put these teams if we had to rank them? And again, it's our anniversary. Do a little razzle dazzle. You know what I mean? Something a little different. So tonight it's called the Get Off the Damn Fence Greatest NBA Fab 5 Tournament. That's right, Fab 5 Tournament. You got to put a little ring to it. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back over these teams from the last week. Each of us put our teams together. If you weren't here, we're going to give you a little refresher. So 30 teams in the NBA, broken down into 4 brackets. And, of course, the top seeds in the East and the West will get a bye in the first round because you have to have that number to make it make sense. And then we'll break it down week by week. After we seed them up, then we're going to put this up to an audience vote each and every week until we get down to a winner. We're going to give you all an opportunity to make your voice known, to make your voice heard. Let us know who you think will win that particular matchup. It'll be great. It'll be fun. So let's get into it. Let's start off looking at what the teams that we had from the past couple weeks. Starting off with Calvin's New Orleans Pelicans team that he put together last week. He had Chris Paul at the point guard, JJ Redick at shooting guard, Brandon Ingram at small forward, power forward Anthony Davis, and at center Tyson Chandler. Justin, I'll start with you. If you had to seed this team, all right, just for a refresher, let's go back. So I know that's a little small for your eyes, but anyway, you want to go we're going to go with the division they play in. So if they're in the South, what's that? New Orleans, like Southeast?
Southeast.
Yeah, Southeast. So we go South. If you had to, just on the face of it, blind test. This is what they do with the selection committee. Just without even knowing what else we looking at. If you had to seed them, where would you put this lineup at? Let's say 1 through 7.
1 through 7 in one division.
Yeah.
That's about 28 teams. So then I guess 2 teams get the bye.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that works out. And I would have to know the teams in their division. But yeah, I'm gonna go with 6.
6.
This is trash.
I think that's a good number. I almost went with 7. Be honest with you.
I was trying to hold out to see if there's gonna be a worse team. So that's why I didn't give it a 7.
That's low.
Yeah, it sucks. You did a terrible job. But
That is low.
Yeah. So where would you put it, Calvin?
I had him like 5.
All right.
But I had them as a team that gets better as the year goes along.
All right. Somebody write that down.
What does that mean?
like that's a team that's like they end up at the 4, and then like, but how did they end up in the 4? It's like kind of
somebody write that down. One of y'all take note for me, please. I'm running the sticks. Y'all write that down. New Orleans Pelicans.
This team is going to get better.
I said 7. Justin said 6. Calvin said 5. So we'll split the difference. Let's put them at a 6 seed. All right. Pelicans at 6. Let's keep it moving. Next up in this bracket, Miami Heat for me. My team of Tim Hardaway, Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, Chris Bosh, and Alonzo Mourning. Calvin, let's start with you. Where would you have to rate these people 1 through 7? That's tough, man.
2.
Justin, where you going with it?
They the Southeast.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not the same Southeast as
but we just doing South. Yeah.
I'm just trying to get it to, so you doing North, East, South, and West.
Yeah.
Okay.
This will be still considered South.
No, we did West, East, Midwest, and South. West, East, Midwest, and South.
So, but the South is going to be Eastern Conference teams. It's not going to be okay.
Yes.
All right, so this will be in that same bracket as the Pelicans.
Yes.
I thought that was Midwest.
Pelicans?
New Orleans should be.
I thought that was, no, I'm thinking like they're going to be in the Western. They're not going to be in the same conference as the Heat.
Nah, we're not doing like that.
Okay.
We're going
so
by
geographical.
Region.
Okay.
Yeah, geographical.
Okay. Well, so
What you got?
I'd have said 1 then.
Okay.
I'm thinking like Chicago's in there in the same. That's what I was thinking in my mind.
Should we just do that first?
Okay. And then
separate all the
recategorize.
teams.
Because I'm thinking like Chicago's in there.
do
That's why I'm like, maybe I can't say 1. That's why I said 2.
How about this? On its face, where would you rank this team on paper? If this was like just a tournament, you looking at it, where would you put this team on paper? And then we'll put them on where they go properly on the bracket. I just want you to judge the lineup by power ranking, like strength. What do you think?
Okay, so but if it's power ranking, it's gonna be like 1 through 28 then.
There you go.
Okay.
It's really 1 through 30.
Can't because we just
1 through
did
30.
Pelicans.
Okay,
Yeah, because we get
We just said
two
the Pelicans
buys.
was 6.
Yeah.
Can't
But
do it.
they would be a 6 in that particular bracket. So
All right, this is
that's
the
why I say
overall
1 through 7.
Even power rankings 1 through
if
7.
you had to give them a number,
I say 3.
3. Okay. I'm gonna say a solid 2.
I'd
think
say
that-
5.
I think they're a 2 seed.
I'd say 5. If we talking about power rankings.
Okay. All right. You trying to tank my team, but it's fine. Justin, Dallas Mavericks. You had Derek Harper, Orlando Blackman, Luka Doncic, Dirk
You
Nowitzki.
got Rolando Blackman.
And
Probably
Tyson
the
Chandler.
worst name we about to say tonight.
Hey, he
No, he
tanked
was-
his own
he-
team. I'm
He
not
was an
mad at him.
all-star.
Calvin, where you got it?
This would be South too.
Overall 12.
1 through 7.
1 through 7.
What we doing? So we're going back and forth. All right.
Jesus Christ.
4.
I say 5.
I was gonna say 4 too.
All right, so we're going forward with them. Y'all writing this down, right? All right. Next.
You could. Derek.
The Los Angeles Lakers, Magic Johnson, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Shaquille O'Neal. They're number 1 seed. It is what it is.
Short conversation. Okay.
It is what it is. Justin,
They will be the West.
number 1 top overall seed in the West. I think we can lock
Yeah.
them in. I think that's not even a
They're the
question.
best team in it.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
no.
I think they up there. We can debate it later.
I don't think it's a team in the West.
We'll talk about it.
I say 2. Yep,
right.
we can go overall 1, but I say 2.
We'll see. New
One in
York
the
Knicks,
West.
Jalen Brunson, Earl Monroe, Carmelo Anthony, Willis Reed, Patrick Ewing. I'm going 2. I'm
3.
going 2. That's a tough team, man.
3.
Finals MVP. Got 2 Finals MVPs. Got 3 Finals MVPs.
3 rounds MVPs.
Yeah, 3. Perennial All-Stars up and down. That's a 2 for me. What you got, Justin?
That'll be East.
This bias about to kick in.
Boston got to get number 1.
Do they?
So
You got
Chicago
Boston
might
getting on one?
Chicago might get Midwest. So Philadelphia is tough. too.
I ain't thinking about that.
Let me go to. I'll say 2. That's safe.
I ain't thinking about
You would have had goddamn.
Next up,
Man,
Atlanta
Frazier.
Hawks. Pete Maravich, Joe Johnson, Dominique Wilkins, Bob Pettit, and Mutombo. I give him a solid 6.
Yeah.
Well, that's a strong 3.
I give him 6.
That's a strong 3.
I give him a 6.
Solid 6. That's a
I give him a
solid
6.
6. Write that down.
I give him a 6.
Moving on. Calvin Orlando Magic, Penny Hardaway, Tracy McGrady, Hedo Turkoglu, Rashard Lewis, and Shaquille O'Neal. That's a good lineup, man.
It's gonna be in the South.
Good lineup. Justin, what you got?
That's also in the South. That's they better than the Pelicans. They're not better. They might be even that goddamn Hedo Turkoglu. That was a terrible pick. I'd say Dallas is the 4th one. I say
That's
third. I say 3.
Dallas is Midwest though. We said there's no West teams in the South.
Okay. I go 4 there.
4? I go 5.
I go 3.
All right.
Okay.
Overall 4.
4. All
in
right.
the South.
We moving right along. Washington was 7. John Wall, Killer Arenas, Karan Butler, Alvin Hayes, and Wes Unseld. It's actually not bad, but Karan brings it down. They had no small forwards.
In the
6.
in the East, 8.
Yeah, it's an 8. Yeah.
It's 1 through 7.
Maybe no, it's one bad. No, I give him 7.
I go 7.
I go
I
7.
think Charlotte worse than this.
Yeah, I go 7. I think it might be a couple teams worse, but we'll go 7.
Okay, I'll go 7. I got 8. That balances out.
You got that down. Next, Justin's Milwaukee Bucks, Sidney Moncrief,
wow.
Ray Allen, Michael Redd, Giannis, and Lou Alcindor.
They got a lot of shooting.
That's tough, boy. It's Midwest too. They got Chicago.
I'm going 3.
I'm going 2. I'm going 2.
Chicago,
3.
Detroit, Cleveland.
You got Lou Alcindor and Giannis together. Prime Ray Allen, Sidney. Michael Redd was the weak link, so I might go 4. So I know
Chicago,
can't defend for
Detroit,
nothing.
Cleveland.
Don't need it.
Indianapolis.
You got two of the best defensive centers of all time right there.
What you think, Calvin?
4.
What?
4.
And you had 2, so I think we split the difference at 3. So 2, 3, 4.
Chicago, Cleveland,
3.
New
Close enough.
York.
Next up, Calvin's Portland Trailblazers, Dame, Clyde, Brandon Roy, LaMarcus Aldridge, and Bill Walton. That's a good lineup.
It's a strong 3.
In the West. It's a solid 5 to me.
Yeah, I was gonna say 4. The West is deep.
8 teams.
The West is deep.
Okay, that's 4 then.
Yeah. All right. Next, Houston Rockets. Whew, it's my team. Chris Paul, James Harden, Tracy McGrady, Moses Malone, and Hakeem Olajuwon.
Was this prime Moses though?
Yeah, that was a 3-time MVP Moses. What you
I
talking
thought
about?
why am I thinking that was in Philly?
No, that was in Houston.
Okay.
It was both.
No, it was in Houston.
But I'm saying his MVP stretch went from both teams.
He won 2 in Houston at least. I thought it was
I'm not
3.
knocking. That's like Charles Barkley. He was great in Philadelphia. He was also great in Phoenix. Like it's just some teams some people get traded in their prime.
What y'all
What
got?
you got, Calvin?
2.
Mm,
That's South.
I got a 1.
Do we have a South one yet?
That's
I don't think so.
not South. That's Midwest.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Midwest. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I agree. Ooh. If that's Midwest, then San Antonio is also there. I go 2.
Nah, I think it's better than San Antonio. I'm sorry.
Absolutely not.
I'm
Absolutely
sorry. He got James Harden, Tracy McGrady, 2 of the best
Sounds
scorers
good.
ever.
Shout out
Moses,
to
one
T-Mac.
of the best, and the Dream, and
Yeah,
one
shout
of
out
the best
T-Mac.
point guards of all time. That is a 1. Like
He did win 2 in Houston and 1 in Philly.
Yeah,
He won back-to-back, 1 in Houston, 1 in Philly. So he won back-to-back
Oh.
MVPs, 2 different teams.
That's what I said. That's what I told you.
yeah. All right.
Wait. Who you say? What did Calvin say?
I said 2.
That's overall
said
2 then.
1.
All right.
Man, that's a great team. Moving on, Brooklyn Nets, New Jersey, Brooklyn, Jason Kidd, Vince Carter,
Yeah, I
Dr.
tried.
James,
7.
Kenyon
I
Martin,
tried.
and
7.
Brook Lopez.
7.
I tried.
Easy 6.
7.
I go 6 too.
Okay.
That
That wasn't prime Vince. Was that
It
prime
was,
King
right, it was
Martin?
right next to prime. He was still continuation of his prime.
Okay.
Charlotte Hornets. Oh God, Baron Davis, Kemba
Was
Walker.
it 7, 8? Which one you got? Which one? What's the worst?
Charlotte is that the East or the South?
Yeah, I thought it's split.
Let's
Could be
look at it. Let's
could
We're
be
gonna,
out.
we're gonna put it on paper as
put
a
wherever they're
7.
at the low. Wherever they at the low.
Yes.
Yeah, they low. Because I don't think that was the best low.
7, 8.
Glenn Rice was balling. Baron Davis was balling. But nah, I'm sorry. That's it.
Should have put
Next.
Melo at the 2.
My bad. Yeah, my bad. Toronto Raptors. Oh, I made something out of nothing because Kyle Lowry, which was a great point guard, Vince Carter, Kawhi, Chris Bosh, Antonio Davis. Antonio Davis is a weak center. All the rest of them, they good players, man.
I probably would have went Gasol. They ain't got
Hell
nobody.
no.
Nah,
They really ain't got nobody.
I'm
I
gonna
say
say
Camby. That's
Or I'd have put Bosh at the 5 and put Siakam at the 4.
he a 4.
Siakam?
Well, yeah.
He a 3. I thought.
No, he put it 4.
He 4. He 3, 4.
What y'all putting him at?
6.
Maybe 7. No, Vince was
Like-
good. Kawhi was
I-
great. He won the title,
Yeah.
and Lowry won the title.
I mean, I don't think Lowry's prime is.
Bosh was great in Toronto.
Kyle Lowry never had a prime. So I'm gonna go 6.
They got
I'm
the,
fine with 6.
they probably got the worst front court in the East, technically.
Vince?
I said front
Bosch
court.
and Davis.
Oh, Bosch. Yeah. Bosch was balling in Toronto.
He sure is, but you talking about other people that's on other.
I'm
these
curious.
other
You guys, who else we talking about?
All right, final for this particular bracket.
This one team talking about Philly.
Philadelphia, Tyrese Maxey, Iverson, Barkley, Malone. Man, that's tough, man.
One seed.
Bosch Davis.
One seed.
Yo, that's tough. We talked about this last week. I could easily put them at a 1. I don't know who else we've talked about having a 1 in the East, but damn, like, where's the weakness? Like, defensively, maybe. But Iverson get
Defense.
you
I mean,
steals.
you want to say Barkley going to get
small.
torched on the corners, but you still got Embiid and Moses. This is
They small
prime
all
Moses.
over the place, though. Moses wasn't that big.
They small in the backcourt.
Moses was 6'10".
I was going to say Moses was definitely 6'9", 6'10".
I mean,
And
he
he playing
covered
next to a
Chuck.
He playing next to a 7-foot. Chuck 6'6". We playing the
And
wing.
Joel play like he on the ground all the time. Like,
But we getting prime
If we
MVP.
get prime
You get prime
We get
MVP.
MVP,
That's what we
bro.
talking about.
There's one. There's one.
I'm
There's
trying to
one.
poke holes. It's a 1. It's definitely a 1.
No.
up there.
2 for me.
2. Yeah.
I knew you was gonna say that. I was gonna go with the 1 for as long as y'all could.
Yeah.
2 now I think about it.
Yeah. I didn't think about that. Let's go. Let's move to the next one. Indiana Pacers.
This is Midwest, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It should be.
Calvin, Tyrese Halliburton, Reggie Miller, Jalen Rose,
fucked it up.
Jermaine
Yeah,
O'Neal,
all tests right
and
there.
and Rick Smith.
Man,
Man, this is
All
trash.
tests right
Yeah.
there,
Rick
yo.
Smith.
You still hating on Rick Smith though, man.
Why would you put Jalen Rose over Ron Artest? That's crazy to me.
That was
I don't
crazy.
even know why I was thinking. I was thinking more of his prime was in Chicago. but,
No, we remember the brawl for
I mean, that's all I
brawl
remember
and
from
all that?
Indiana was the
But he was a
brawl.
great player there. Him and Steven Jackson and them.
I mean, I don't like he. That was what 2
5.
years after their
Good.
their
I
finals
give him
run.
a
Yeah,
solid 6.
5.
So, okay, I guess it's 5. All right, next Boston. Hey,
1.
honestly,
This team is not better than Philadelphia.
it's not that better than
You-
Kuzma's great. Pierce, Bird, Mikhail.
What
and
position
Russell.
are they not? What position are they not better than? The 2.
Kuzi better than Maxey. I don't care what you say.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
taking
try-
Kuzi over Maxey.
But Kuzi can't stop Maxey.
I'm taking. I mean, you take A over Paul Pierce at the 2. I'm taking Bird
All
over
that
Chuck.
Kevin McHale shit that ain't working on
I'm
Moses.
taking Russell over. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
McHale was
3-2.
I go with a 1 on the strength that it's the Celtics, on the strength that it's Boston. If we're gonna give the Lakers a 1 on the strength that it's the Lakers, then I do the same thing for Boston.
I'm sorry.
I'm not
man.
mad at that.
I'm giving them a 2, but if that's what y'all want to
You got
do,
Philly. You got Philly as a 1.
I think Philly better. I really do, and that's my team. I'm being honest. Like, I just think from a firepower perspective, God damn. Like, anyway, let's keep
Boston's bench
moving.
will be
San
phenomenal.
Antonio. Now, this is the
We
discussion.
ain't gonna bet you.
Jesus, boy.
That's a 1. That's a 1 seed. That's a 1 seed.
Damn. Parker, Gervin, Kawhi, Tim, and Victor. No, that's 2.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Because as soon as you said Victor, you paused.
Exactly.
And you was like, no, absolutely not. Don't do it.
It's a
don't
2.
do it.
Had
It's a
Robinson
1
been
seed.
there, that's a 1.
Absolutely not.
But no,
No,
Victor's
sir.
not ready. He's not. We
We
just
are
saw what he
changing
did.
the game.
So who
On
are
the
you
biggest
taking? Who
stage.
are you taking over them in that division?
Houston.
1.
No.
Houston is better than them.
1.
Are you kidding me? We're gonna talk about it. No, I'm definitely not taking this team.
Who was
over
the
Houston
3 on Houston?
He had Tracy.
Tracy McGrady.
So who was the 2?
I
James
had
Harden.
James Harden
Oh, okay.
and Chris Paul at the 1.
Yeah, the front court for San Antonio is better. I'm taking
No, ain't
Tim.
not.
I'm taking
Versus the 1. It's on
Kawhi
that.
over T-Mac. I'm taking Tim over
That's
Moses,
2 to 1.
and I'm taking Vic.
Actually, Justin
Man,
said
I ain't taking-
You're not taking
I ain't-
Victor over no.
I ain't taking Vic over
Olajuwon.
King. I ain't taking Robinson over King either, but I like San Antonio more.
Yo, that's crazy, man. You just don't like Tracy McGrady that much. Did you
I put him on my team.
Terrible,
I don't think
man.
that's a T-Mac thing. It's not
Yeah,
a
it is. Yeah, I hate
T-Mac
it.
thing.
Next up, Memphis Grizzlies. Okay. Yo, Mike Conley,
Midwest.
Tony Allen. Really?
What is
Should
you
we
gonna
not
put
do-
OJ? You gonna put OJ Mayo? Like, what we doing?
I mean, y'all could have put Pop.
I would have put Rudy Gay right there, though. I would have put Rudy.
Rudy, yeah. Rudy was a stalwart.
But it don't matter. It's still a 6, 7, 7, 8.
5. I was gonna say 5.
5.
7.
In the Midwest? Yeah.
What you got, Larry?
We had to look at it on paper. 6.
All right.
Minnesota, Sam Cassell, Anthony Edwards, Latrell Sprewell, Kevin Garnett, and Karl Anthony Towns. I think I love
Midwest,
Sam.
5.
I give him a 4, man. They going to fight. You got KG gonna bring something out of Cat.
They're gonna choke too. So
damn,
literally.
They all unproven for the most part.
I go 5.
I mean, Cat's a champion. I mean, give that man some credit.
I was talking about Sprewell, literally.
Oh, you gonna choke some? Yeah. Where we land at on that?
You said 7? 5. You said 7?
I said 5.
I thought Justin said 7.
I said 5.
Okay, yeah, 5.
Next, Detroit basketball. Zeke, Cade Cunningham, Grant Hill, Ben Wallace, and Bob Lanier.
Midwest.
Well, we'll be running.
Is this the East? No, it's Midwest.
That's gonna be Midwest.
That's a strong 3.
Milwaukee.
Damn, that's tough. I give him a 4.
All right, I got 3. He said 4.
I'm trying to think of 4 teams and 3 teams in that division that would be better than them.
Once we divvy it up,
we'll lay it out. This is a face value thing,
yeah.
and we'll do the compare and contrast.
Yeah, I stay overall 4.
And we'll do that offline.
I forgot about them. Yeah.
Calvin, Utah Jazz, John Stockton, Donovan Mitchell, Karolinko, Karl Malone, and Rudy Gobert. Defensive Player of the Year, all-time scorer in the NBA. Oh, number 2 now. AK-47, Mitchell a bucket, assist leader. They got a lot of numbers.
It's a pretty good lineup.
It's a pretty good lineup. In the West, we haven't really had a lot of West teams so far.
4.
If AK-47 was a little stronger and Gobert can give you the defense. And John Stockton, steals leader. Lead the
3.
I say 4, so I think 4 is overall.
I think 4 overall.
It's a stereotypical lineup. It's not bad.
Basic basketball. Next up, Phoenix Suns. Man, I like this team.
They running.
I really like this team.
They running.
Steve Nash, Booker, Marion, Barkley, and Stoudemire.
I'm gonna go with.
Is this the Midwest or is this the West?
That should be the West.
I think it's the West because it's Arizona. Yeah, that's a 2. That's a 2 to me.
No, absolutely not. 3.
3.
Okay, y'all thinking about teams. I'm just looking at them on their value. Who y'all got at 2?
Golden State.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right.
That's why I was like Lakers and Golden State. That's pretty much 1-2.
Yeah,
that's 1-2.
You're right. I'm just looking at that lineup, man.
They running.
I don't know, man.
But they running.
Bucket for bucket.
I mean, you talk about that AK-47. That's Sean Marion holding him back. I mean,
no, he's not. He's an excellent defender. He put him on KD.
It's
put
the
him
only
on KD.
That's the problem. He's the only one that's going to be playing defense. That's their problem.
Yeah.
Charles can buckle down.
All right. Okay. Yep, that's their problem. That's their problem right there.
Try to make it sound nice.
Give me 1 sec. I gotta go get a charger. My shit about to die.
Do you think? But yeah, just to recap, we've been going through these teams. It is a good exercise when you really look at it. We got a couple more to go. What's your thoughts overall? What you've been saying so far? How they breaking down?
Man, it's gonna be hard to see these teams when you start thinking about who was there and what part of their career they were in.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think who was what teams am I missing? We hadn't got to Cleveland, we hadn't gotten to Chicago yet.
OKC.
Yeah, but I mean, and we're talking about in the East. I'm like, well, if we're talking about Boston's at 2, then they got to be over Cleveland or Chicago. I'm like, I don't know if I could do that now that I think about it.
And I think, and another thing, when we say the divisions, it's almost like NCAA. They might say a team is in the South or they in the East, but they don't have to necessarily be there. We can seed them up to make it make sense.
You know what we should do? We should do it randomly.
Just randomly
seeded, like
Put them as a number though.
Yeah, no, I'm saying in divisions.
I agree. I agree. Yeah. Once you are number 1 seed, then we can do the random.
Because you can have an early matchup of favorites, and it's all of a sudden it kind of throws everything off because you've had this early matchup and that you.
I don't think we do that at all. That's what I was saying. When y'all was thinking about the region they play in, I'm not thinking about that. I'm just thinking about, is this team a number 1 seed? Are they a 2? Are they a 3? I'm not even thinking about is already somebody in the South.
I mean, I'm thinking like if it's New York and Boston, they both can't be 1s.
Well, I think we know there can be 2 1. I mean, there can be 4 1s. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not even thinking about they in the same conference. I'm just thinking, is this team a number 1 seed? Is this team a number 2? And then we can put them where they need to be. Just do it just like the NCAA tournament. It don't have to be that's the conference.
I think they think about that too in the NCAA. If I got Duke in let's say
Arizona
in the same joint, I'm going with Duke number 1. Yeah, because that's.
But that's the advantage of if you're a great super number 1 seed, you ain't got to go far. You almost get a home game in that first, round or whatever like that. So if we put somebody in the East region, they would be the strongest of the East. But other than that, if you the Bobcats, your ass might be going out west. You know what I mean? Like, I just think we should think of it that way. But we can do that offline. That's not a compelling podcast. But let's continue to break this down. The Cleveland Cavaliers, Kyrie Irving, Ron Harper, who was great, but I was still shocked you ain't picked the jump shooter. LeBron James.
Mark Price?
Yes, Mark Price.
Yeah.
Sean Kemp and Brad Daugherty.
2 white. Only ballers. That's a W for Sean, by the way. You downgraded him by putting that U there.
My bad. Was he better in Seattle or in Cleveland?
He was better in Seattle, but he got MVP votes 1 year in Cleveland. I do remember that. It might have been
this is the
short
East.
year.
I'm gonna give him.
He definitely got MVP vote. MVP.
Off the strength of LeBron and Kyrie. And Ron Harper was the man.
I feel like I ought to put Big Z at center.
Really? that was my last part, but then I realized I'd rather go a little bit defensive when I know that everybody else can kind of score.
I'd have put Kevin Love on there somewhere.
That's the one person that I chose not to.
I think I'd have put Love over Sean Kemp.
For Cleveland.
If I'm gonna put Doherty on there, I think I would put Love over Sean Kemp. But I'm 1.
They are 1?
It's 2. 1. Yeah, it's still LeBron and Kyrie. I'm going 1. I would make a couple changes, and I got prime Ron Harper, who's playing defense.
In my mind, I'm like, if Kyrie catch that joint off the rebound, you got LeBron James and Sean Kemp running the floor. You never see anything like it.
I give him a 3.
I go 2.
So they have 2. All right, next. Chicago Bulls, Derrick Rose, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman,
Artis Gilmore. All this was straight.
1.
Oh yeah, pre Jordan, late 70s or early 80s, pre Jordan. Yeah.
1.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out a reason not to say 1.
It's 1. Don't matter
what average 2 threes a game, but yeah. All right.
It don't matter what it's
It's
Jordan.
It's MJ. They're gonna out rebound everybody. Defensively, like
MVP Derrick Rose.
Defensively.
That's a great team. Yeah. Next up, Los Angeles Clippers, which again, I know we debated about
Should've put
DeAndre Jordan. I don't agree. Bob McAdoo was great. Chris Paul, Paul
That would have
Pierce,
been special
Kawhi
with
Leonard,
DeAndre.
Blake Griffin. You don't need Bob McAdoo could do it all. And Bob
He could. I'm not knocking him. But
He could.
DeAndre 7 foot.
4, 5, 5. Because y'all gonna say 4.
He's a dunk threat, but you got Blake. You don't need
I'm
too
saying
much of that.
5.
I say 4.
I go 4.
I just think the strength of
No, I go 5.
prime Chris
Shit.
Paul,
I don't give a shit what you
George,
say.
and Kawhi together with Blake.
But it's
Blake
not
was a
prime
great
Paul.
player.
It's not prime Paul George.
He was good.
It's not.
He didn't get hurt until he got hurt in
Paul George. He got hurt. He broke his ankle
Indiana.
in Indiana.
Well,
But
why
I
you
think
ain't put Paul George on Indiana?
that's a good point. I ain't thinking about that. I mean, he should be on. He should be on OKC.
Yeah, you had Jalen Rose over.
I
Paul.
forgot
Jalen
about
Rose
that.
over PG-13.
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was young. It was young PG, but yeah, I forgot about him.
Terrible.
Put Danny Granger on
So we
there.
got 5?
It's
I gotta
prime.
say,
Yeah,
LA
5.
5.
Gary Payton, because this is for Seattle Supersonics. Shea, Kevin Durant, Sean Kemp, and Serge Ibaka.
Who's the center name for the white center for Seattle? I'm blanking on
Jack
his name.
Sigma. I didn't go that route. I didn't go that route. Most of the people don't know who the fuck he is anyway.
This is a good lineup.
This is Midwest, right?
Yeah.
That's a 1 seed, dog.
You know what? I'm gonna go West. Go to West because they were Seattle first. And we got a lot of Seattle people on this team. We got 2.
We got 2.
We got
3. KD was in Seattle too.
Wait 1 year.
It don't matter.
Drafted there.
I think it's
Played
fair.
1
We got
year.
a lot of Midwest people. And we're not doing it that way anyway.
I think we got
What are
more.
you giving them?
We got more West than Midwest, but anyway.
We'll see. We're gonna put it all down on paper.
Mm,
Y'all got 1?
I know, man. 2.
2 MVPs.
If they had Russell in here, I would give it.
Absolutely
No,
not. That would have brought the
no.
team down.
If it was like prime Harden instead of Gary Payton, even though Gary Payton's great,
Gary
I probably would have
I
given
couldn't
one.
use that. I couldn't use Prime Harden.
He wasn't Brown.
Yeah, he
wasn't
wasn't prime. 2.
I'll give him a 3.
That's overall 2. Thank you.
Golden State, 2.
Oh boy.
Steph, Clay, Rick Barry, Kevin Durant, and Wilt.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steph. That's tough. Wilt a cheat code though, because it's like, damn, you don't even have footage. Like, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2. Any other situation would be 1. Oscar Robertson. This is a good team. Mitch Richmond, Pager, Chris Webber, and DeMarcus Cousins. This a 3. I don't care, man. That's a 3. In the West, they got everything you want. You got your slasher, you got your great scorer from the top of the key, your outside shooting, you got your inside post, your domination.
Why did you hate on my Michael Redd, but you promote your Pager Stojakovic?
Because Pager was more pure.
Oh, come on.
Yes, he was.
Terrible.
Pager did it for more years. Than
Pager created the mold. And
Michael Redd had 2 good
Michael
years.
Redd
He
was
got
by
paid off that.
himself.
He could have went to Cleveland. That was his fault.
Oh, man, it's like, watch out.
I got
I'm
4.
good with it. What y'all got?
I go 4 too.
4? That's an easy 3. Y'all
Nah.
be hating because y'all see my name up there. I'm gonna start mixing names up. And finally, last team of the night, Denver Nuggets. Abdul Rahu, David Thompson,
This
Melo,
Midwest.
Nikola Jokic, and Dikembe Mutombo.
We saying this Midwest or West?
That's the West. Denver ain't in no Midwest.
That's a 4 seed.
Yeah, 4. I feel like the backcourt is for this type of
David
experiment.
Thompson was a problem.
I mean, I'm comparing the other backcourts. I'm comparing it to Magic and
yo, you guys, Nikola Jokic and like, come on,
I said the backcourt. I didn't say the front court. I didn't say nothing about the front court. Because Melo and Jokic could put up 30, 40 each, and Dikembe worrying about grabbing rebounds and blocks.
I like David Thompson. That ain't a bad guy.
I'm not saying he's bad. I'm saying compared to other backcourts in the West.
No, I agree with that. Okay. So where y'all going?
I say 3C.
I think I said 4.
I think you said
I go 5.
4.
All right, that's it. That's all. So we will take a look at, again, if you haven't seen the bracket, I'll make it big so everybody can see. So we will seed these teams accordingly. The top 2 seeds will get a bye. The rest of the seeds will be 1 through 7 in each one of the South, Midwest, and then we will also make sure that we indicate which teams are 1 and the East and the West, because they will get the bye, like I said. Then next week when we come back, you'll have a layout of all the teams, and then we'll open up the voting. Now, the way the voting is going to work is we're going to need y'all participation. We're going to need the viewers. We're going to send this out. We're going to have a little Google Doc where you can actually click on it and vote and pick the team who you think will win. And we want y'all to spread this around, get it around to different people. You can email it, text it, whatever like that. We just want some feedback, and we're going to use your response to generate the winners of these matchups. And then next week when we come back, we'll reveal the winners of the first round matchups, and we'll move on from there. That's when the number 1 seeds will come into the play from the West and the East and all that. So again, we're going to do the seeding offline, and then we're going to do a special, send it out in our social media channels, and email, hit all our friend groups. Those of you who are watching, put it up on our YouTube so you can get to it. So then when we come back next week, you already have the layout there for you so you can get involved. We want to be more interactive going forward. It's our second year. Going to do some bigger and better things, get a little bit more, in touch with the fan base. We appreciate all of y'all that come on and watch us on YouTube After the Fact, watch us on Facebook. And, I know 10:30 at night on a Wednesday, people got to get up, but y'all always check us out throughout the week. Those numbers continue to go up, and we truly appreciate all the participation from the loyal fan base over the last 2 years, because truly we do this for fun. I mean, it's, this is a fun exercise for us, but we love entertaining y'all, you know what I mean? And the fact that y'all are so positive and always talking about, hey, I heard y'all talking about this on the show, yickety. That to me, it makes it fun, and that's what keeps us going, even when we don't, necessarily have the energy. I mean, our lives are busy like everybody else, but we come on here and we try to be consistent each and every week because this is something we enjoy. We're passionate about sports, and I enjoy hanging out with these 2 guys every week, and we talk about this stuff, man, and it's a joy, man, But moments like this, when you see a fan who's been yearning for a championship forever and he gets it, that's what we do this for, you know what I mean? So I'm sitting here to tell everybody that I'm excited for this NFL season because maybe, just maybe, the Dallas Cowboys can actually pull it off. And Calvin can be happy too. Now, he's had the ability to see a champion in his lifetime. He was a young boy, a little boy at the time. But, as a grown man, maybe he'll get the root for his team as well. What's your thoughts on that, Calvin?
One can only hope.
But then that Knicks winning give you a little bit of a glimmer of hope.
Well, the ownership's about the same. They both, incompetent, so it gives me a little bit of hope.
No, Dolan knows how to get the F out the way.
And now, they ain't do that 20 years.
Since Phil Jackson.
He did get out the way. Congratulations. You know what I mean? That happened. So anyway, we appreciate y'all. We really thank y'all for tuning in tonight. We're going to try some different things out, new graphics and all that kind of stuff. How y'all like them? You know what I mean? We got some new stuff coming. We're getting more into this AI stuff. You know what I mean? But it's working. You know what I mean? It's coming together. And we appreciate y'all patience with us. But NFL season's coming, man. And we're going to do our countdown. to the NFL season. Y'all know we go through every team, giving a preview of everything that's happening. So we're going to make sure that we break that down. We'll have a breakdown for you of every team, the off-season moves that they made, all the changes and stuff like that. So in the midst of this NBA tournament, we're going to be getting ready to break down these training camps and stuff like that because, man, this is mid-June, July right around the corner, and that means training camp is right here. So normally we start around the third or fourth week of June. So here we go.
Out,
Yeah. So the way the timing goes, I think because Labor Day falls second, like a little later this year, we got like an extra week this year. So the way it'll work out, we'll be good. We'll be good. So this tournament will lead us right into NFL season. We're gonna have a good time with it. Any other thoughts? What's going on with the Orioles, real quick before we get out of here? Calvin, talk to us.
Yeah, they on the West Coast swing and lost 3 in a row. No All-Star. Now, I will say I don't know if we talked about this last week. It does appear that the Camden Yards is getting an All-Star game. I'm assuming it's going to be in 28. MLB has been doing a lot of promoting the Camden Yards over the last couple of weeks. So I'm assuming it's going to be 28 at the earliest. I think that's the earliest that it can be. So that's exciting to come back here for the first time since 93, 92, 93, around 93, that time.
I believe. Yeah.
So that's exciting. But otherwise, the team is back in the downturn. So ain't much good to talk about.
I mean, they had a little run in there, it is what it is. Justin, any thoughts?
I did not watch near Orioles game this past week because something else was
you mess up the vibe. I understand.
I ain't gonna lie to you. So whatever Calvin said, I'd second right now.
And folks, sorry if you tuned in thinking you was gonna get some World Cup coverage. That's not my forte. I'm sure
I have not watched one. The only match I saw was because Bridges and I forgot who else was there with him. That was Deuce. I'm gonna try to.
Messi scored 3 goals in one game.
I did see that.
Man. That was spectacular.
Full disclosure, I watched one soccer game my entire life, and I was working it, so I was there on the field, but never watched it on television. Couldn't tell you anything. So it's not for me. I'm not into those things where they just run back and forth, and it's like this, and they don't score. Like basketball, at least they score. Hockey, random, rare. I can't do it. Soccer, I can't do it. It's just not enough. I watched tennis before I watched that. But anyway, enjoy. I know a lot of people are loving it right now, and they really in that element. But again, we really appreciate y'all tuning in tonight. We'll be back next week. We're going to go through all of this and make sure that we have these surveys out. These, so we can get these teams. I'm copying and pasting your notes, Justin. Thank you. And we good. Any final thoughts when we get out of here, guys?
Trae Young opted out. Don't think that really matters, but I don't think he's going nowhere.
Is he signing or?
I didn't know he had a play option.
He going to test the waters, to see what shakes. But more likely not, he'll come back to Washington. Larry, send me those player slots.
Okay. Yeah. I'll send them to you in a minute. All right. Thanks, folks. We appreciate y'all. We'll see you next week. Happy anniversary, gentlemen. And thank you for many more years.
Yeah, draft next week too.
Dang, it is next week. Well, we'll talk about that as well. Holla. Y'all have a good one.